Hey, I'm just Chad TV. We're gonna react to PlayStation Grenades video here about hidden secrets and map updates in Chapter 7. Now there is an update coming probably tomorrow or today whenever you see this. So let's see what's going on so far.
Hello there, we are back. Chapter 7 of Fortnite dropped over the weekend, so I thought now was a great time to bring back this ancient series in which we look at map changes on our beloved island, from the monumental to the ridiculous, all in the search of secret story details and lore. And this season is absolutely packed. This is my code if you'd like to support my nonsense and bring this series back. Let's do this. Before we look at...
So wait, with the Fortnite codes, do they get like credit for stuff if you use their code and you buy stuff in the shop? That's kind of crazy.
The return of the 7. First, a prank. Over in Wonky Land, we have a theme park to play around in, but be sure not
totally
to step
missed
on
this.
this
Don't touch the grass.
The sign clearly
but
says
now I want to
keep
try
your
it, see if
foot
it kills
off the
me.
grass. Yet do it anyway, and things may seem okay right now.
Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it.
A piano drops on your head. Lovely, eh? And speaking of pianos, there's a secret spot.
Do you think you can survive it?
East of Inner Loop Labs, take this zip line down and listen up. You'll hear a choral buddy singing, and break the walls to find it, and you'll discover this place, full of pianos made to drop on people's heads who walk on grass they shouldn't. And also,
so random there's a
blob
spot
is
underneath
here
the ground with all the
serenading you.
pianos.
And pretty good loot too. Another amazing
So
interaction
random.
is found at Fortnite's version of Muscle Beach. A weight bench is waiting for you to prove your strength. This takes a few minutes and leaves you totally open. Yet we can reduce this time by simply looking around for protein.
Protein! Bro, I did not know
These
that you
slabs
could
of
lift
meat
weights
will
here.
make you stronger. And
I was there the other day and I was
picking up
looking
great
at the
loot
weights.
or
I'm like, oh,
troubles.
can I pick up one of these? Now I'm going to have to lift
right
weights.
next to this is the
I'm
first
just gonna
map
have to
change
try
that
and
will
lift
be
weights.
leaving us
I
soon.
really want. I'm
as
going to have
the
to
smashed
explore way
battle
more.
bus from the season cinematic is here, totally ruined. We spent the first few days collecting parts to restore this beauty, meaning as cool as surfing into the game is right now, we'll be back in the battle bus again soon. Although it won't be every time. Occasionally, we'll still surf in. Let's stick with the story for a sec. That sight in the sky looks to be a cube cradle, which will move each day.
With the idea of the surfing in, I'm thinking that this map isn't going to be around as it's going to be around for a while, but it's going to change pretty quickly, which is interesting.
These were used by the biggest threat we've ever seen in Fortnite, the last reality. Back then, they housed cubes.
Bro, that one is so big. The purple one, this one doesn't seem as big. The yellow one.
Back then,
look how huge that is. And are those ships? Well, that's pretty crazy.
Cubes, usually purple, with a command.
This is my first season, or first chapter, whatever you want to call it, so I don't know much about what's going on.
Golden Cube. This time around, the Golden Cube is inside the Dark Voyager, who we get at tier 85 of the Battle Pass. Does this mean the once innocent space traveler from 8 years ago is now an agent of the last reality? I'm looking forward to finding out. Head down to Classified Canyon to spot Fortnite's version of Area 51, a secret black site thought to hide away aliens. Around here, there are fake cows blocking the road, and those cactuses, I think it's cactuses, have surveillance cameras inside.
Thanks
They
for the
are
follow,
always
Franklin.
watching us. In our Area 51, it's believed evidence of alien life is hidden away. But what about in-game? By going into the depths, we can find huge bunker doors, and inside, here it is. These UFOs were first introduced in Chapter 2, when the last reality first showed themselves in a mass invasion. Luckily, it's only a plush banana at the helm. This entire POI is an unspoken last reality stronghold. The actual facility itself is a triangle, and look how perfectly it aligns with the last reality crest. And inside we can spot tiny cubes and report files for many characters, like this one. That's Dr. Sloan, right? And look out for signs. It is watching and nothing to see here. Both are nods to the Nothing, a malevolent entity who was the opposite of the 0 point. If the 0 point was about pure creation, then the Nothing was about pure destruction, leaving behind nothing. While down here...
So weird. I'm still learning about all the lore, but it just seems like it's a loop of not of continuous nonsense.
In the bunker, touch the slime to become invisible. Pretty cool touch.
Are they breaking the
is
loop?
how I'm going
Will
to
they
get
break
to
the
Unreal
loop?
rank for the
Probably
first time
not.
in my life. Okie dokie, we have to talk
The only
about
problem
it.
with that,
And then,
the only problem with that story is that there's really no way to end it, right? It just keeps going forever and ever. So at some point, the story might get a little wonky, and maybe that what has happened in the past, and now they're trying to bring it back together.
of the seven is already on the island, and just like the visitor and the scientist and the Foundation, they arrived
like Terminator.
via a meteorite crash. Yet, unlike the Foundation, she didn't get to walk out like a badass, but she did leave an audio file behind to tell us it's the Order. She is here. After hearing Jonesy's broadcast before the live event, she arrived with her own plan. We don't know what it is right now, but here's a little bit of her past. The last time we saw her was in Chapter 3, Season 3, when the last reality were decimating the island with chrome. We were sent to find the Order, yet all we found was her back bling in the sand. We all assumed she was taken by the chrome, but now we can't say anything for sure. Is she the real deal, or is she another trick by the last reality? And that leads us to a single frame in a trailer that has changed our entire viewpoint of the island. During the cinematic reveal, pause at the right time and you'll see deciphered runes in English. It suggests we have unwittingly been in a training program for 8 years.
The beta's
9
finally
weeks, and
ended
3
after 8
days.
years,
Or
9
in
weeks,
other
3
words,
days, and
when
9
Battle
hours.
Royale began.
The
We've
beta
seen this
has
happen on a smaller
ended
scale before,
finally.
when Ariana
Fortnite
Grande
beta
put
is
on a
over.
show, and secretly, the last reality scanned our brains, all while we were dumbfounded by mid-tier pop music. So the bigger question now, is any of this real, or is it all a facade like in The Matrix?
Get him, Kratos.
Hold up a sec, that reminds me. In The Matrix, a chrome substance is used to free a person from their simulation. That kinda happened in-game, didn't it? I can't prove any of that, I'll stop theorizing until I have evidence. All we know for sure is that at some point, we've been manipulated by the last reality, but we...
Interesting. So are those 7, did they enter via the meteors into the simulation? Is that what that's supposed to symbolize? In the chrome, they were forced out? That's kind of interesting. That could be interesting.
don't know when it really started or when it really ended, if it has ended. The other half of the Fortnite story is all about the 0 point. It's now confirmed to be strewn across time and space, and we spent an entire year hunting down just one segment of it, which was embedded in the Dark Presence. And now
Say
that
hello.
shard is here at Inner Loop Labs, because we're in a loop, lads. Thank you. Once again, the 0 point energy is being used to power the island, or rather a teleportation system underground, in this ring shape. If you're a total geek, you'll recognize this as the Large Hadron Collider from real life. A massive ring was constructed to throw particles together at the speed of light to locate something called the God particle, or the Higgs boson if you prefer. When they did this a decade ago, there was a little fear they would accidentally create a black hole and tear reality apart, all in search of the God particle. Luckily they didn't, and in
No, all they did was send us to a different reality, or shifted the whole world. It seems like a different place we live in now, doesn't it?
game, the 0 point is taking this theory even further. Okay, things are getting too serious now, so here's a bunch of dumb things I've spotted on the island. As the gnomes are back, we haven't seen this many of them since they ran away in Chapter 2. Can anyone remember what we called the leader of these guys? Anyway, be sure to visit this little cave south of Tip Top Terrace, because in here are a growing group of gnomes, and they will give you gifts. Hang on, it was Graham, wasn't it? His name was Graham the Gnome. Oh, memories. And here's one I just cannot understand. In Inner Loop Labs,
So
you'll
random.
find this jail cell, and inside a plush banana is sat under the light. At first, I thought this might be a Silence of the Lambs Easter egg, but no, that doesn't line up right. So if you know what this is, please tell me. If you find yourself in this spot, to the right of Wonkyland, go indoors and run upstairs to find a secret chest to open. And by chest, I mean chest of drawers. I have no idea why it's here, but I ain't complaining. By the waterfall is a water treatment
Random.
plant, and there's something hidden in here.
It's somebody's stash. That's what it is. It's somebody's stash who will be at that cabin in the future. That's what I'm putting my money on.
Jump in the deadly water pit, don't worry, you'll be okay, and you'll discover a tunnel system. Look around and you'll find a bachelor pad. Whoever lives here is playing Jazz Jackrabbit, one of Epic Games' first ever games. Over in Sus Studios, you'll find many movie sets and a green screen if you need one. Some of the movies include bananas in test tubes, which reminds me of Goat Simulator. Good times. The billboards around the island are also worth a look-see, especially as
Sauce Talk, wait. Why does he look like,
Simulator. Good times. The billboard
he looks like David Letterman, but with a big old mustache, like...
around the island are also worth a look-see, especially as Midas has now become
Golden
this world's
Chef.
Gordon Ramsay. And let's not
Get
look at
outta
what
here.
Route
Season
66
7,
became
9.
in this reality. Sandy Strip is a tiny Vegas POI, and this is where the clock tower has found itself in Chapter 7. This thing has been through an awful lot over the last 8 years, from destruction to surviving in cold winters, and now it's here. 8 more years of this thing, please, Epic.
It's a time loop. I haven't seen this diamond.
Games. Some new POIs are actually still under construction, like Latte Landings, a location dedicated to
Alright,
caffeine.
Cat.
Big Shots is still being built.
Get a
Wait,
little bit more.
Big Shots being built slowly? I'm getting flashbacks. No, maybe not. So, should this series
What?
come back, or is it time to kick it in the trash? Please let me know if this has
All right, well, thank you, PlayStation Grenade, for the secrets. And I'm definitely going to be exploring the island today myself. Now it's time to fire it up!